Evie has her own physiotherapist and an occupational therapist, and I know from the fact that they've had lots of restructure. So there's been a lot of change in her medical people that give her the care she needs. But also from a council point of view, when we applied for the grant for the extension, you know, we were more than aware that they were trying to keep costs down, really, trying to get a little to go a long way. And by you could only go 5 years, so they only looked forward 5 years, and they didn't take into account that Evie in 5 years would be a kitchen user. So they didn't class Evie as a kitchen user, although she does use the kitchen because she's learning to cook and be independent. And so the actual grant that we got was fairly minimal for what we actually needed. But you know, they said to reapply again in 5 years' time. But who wants to do kind of the stages?
You do it once, and then it's, you know, you've created then the environment to then live in and grow in, and you know, you have to create the environment that means that Evie can learn how to do, you know, to do things herself and to be independent. So you know, I think after on the money side, you know, the council I think offered us £6,000 initially. We then after 2 years got up to £16,000, but the build that we've just done has been nearly £80,000. So a huge difference. But now Evie has the environment to grow and to learn and to do all the things that she wants to do. So from a mother and father to a daughter, you know, it's critical that we give her these things.
So do you think it's going to be harder now with the cuts, though? Is it going to be, or do you think you'll be less likely to be getting, because 80,000 is a big amount?
Yeah, and we didn't expect them to pay for all of it.
Yeah.
We certainly expected maybe a little bit more to be able to give her a safe environment, though, and a prescriptive environment. She has certain pieces of equipment that the physiotherapist has prescribed for her to use for her to gain her potential in life. And before our extension, she wasn't able to use any of the equipment. You know, we were doing most of the exercises in the dining room, you know, where we were eating, and there was no movement at all. You know, that she could use she's got a walker, she has a standing frame, a big piece of equipment that needs storing. And with 2 other children as well, my mother lives with us as well, so there's 6 of us in the house, so it's fairly compact. You know, it's vital that she had the room to move, so we both work as well, which is the other thing, so that makes a huge difference in how much you get, for example.
How much you can access, you know, it really cuts it down to nothing. A lot of it's means
tested, so, but we've chosen to work because she's our responsibility, and we would like to contribute to that, you know, so we work long hours as well, don't we?
Yeah. The other thing the council does as well is they're very descriptive in terms of what they can give you and what they can't, and so no longer can we access a grant that we can then use that money to best effect. They will provide a piece of equipment, even if it's not the right piece of equipment for Evie, but they won't flex and give you the money for you to then add more money to then go and get the piece of kit that's right for you, know, for your daughter. So again, it's just, you know, the funding element is just not aimed at the person that it's meant to be for, which is ridiculous.